Hey there, good afternoon. If there was a way for you to powerfully connect with your audience to make your recruiting so much easier, is that something that you would want to look into? I mean, how would you feel if you knew exactly what your audience needs and you had the solution for it? It's amazing how that can be different if you know exactly what your audience is looking for. How would that change your business? So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. But hey, if we have not met before, my name is Anna Olson. I am a coach and mentor teaching small business owners how to use video marketing for their business. And of course, we're always talking about how to connect with your audience, how to connect with your perfect prospect. If you are joining me live, please say hello, tell me where you're coming in from, and join me in this conversation. And if you're watching the replay, please tell me what you found valuable, and we'll maybe have a conversation at that point then. But it's easy. I mean, it's easy to go live and to just talk, right? Well, maybe for some people and maybe not for others. But if you go live and you know exactly what your audience needs, that's when you have people hanging on to every word you say because they want more. They want more because you have exactly what they need. So how do you determine what they need? If you go live and you are saying, everybody's my prospect, I'm talking to everybody, then I would argue that you are talking to no one, because not everyone can be your prospect. Not everyone. What you have to offer is not for everyone. I know that what I have to offer is not for everyone. And that's okay. That's okay. Because what everyone has is also not for me from everyone. Basically saying. So I have to go back to when I first got started and the way that we used to do things for marketing, a home-based business. You know, they would talk about sending cold messages to people. And I have to share a little bit, one thing that I totally despise doing, but actually did a couple times, was to put flyers on cars. They actually taught me and gave me the flyers, gave me the content of the flyers. All I needed to do was print them and then go place them on cars. And they asked us to go to weddings where there were weddings being held and all of those cars in the parking lot, and put flyers on the windshield of the car. I mean, how ridiculous is that? You talk about marketing to everyone and not knowing who's interested and who is not. I mean, it is so important that you know if somebody's in. I don't want to talk to someone if they're not interested in what I have to offer. I don't want to push product to somebody. I don't want to push opportunity. I don't want to push what I have to someone that is not interested. That just doesn't make sense to me. And I really, really despise that part of the business. But they kept saying, you know, oh, that's all you need to do. You just need to get your word out to more people. It's a numbers game. Well, it's not a numbers game, because what you have to offer is of interest to someone. You just need to find those people. And that's why knowing who your prospect is the number one thing you must do in your business, particularly if you're using social media to market your business. Social media is a good way, a very good way to market your business, but you must find who is interested in what you have to offer. Let's see. Tim, hi. Great to see you on. Let's see. Yes, it makes sense to focus on your potential client. Interested peeps. Absolutely. Would totally agree with that. So what I wanted to do today is to just go through and talk about how to determine who your perfect prospect is. And then, of course, how you can go about connecting with them in a powerful way. So what I did is I created basically a spreadsheet. I have 4 columns in this spreadsheet, okay? And if I'm looking away from the camera, it's because I'm looking at my notes to make sure that I get it exactly how I have created it. So column 1 is, of course, you have to, what is your niche, and what are you talking about? You want to list, let's see now. Column 1, list your target market. It's crazy. I put these notes together. I have to agree. I put these notes together, and then sometimes I'm like, okay, what was I talking about when I made that note? But basically, in column 1, you're going to list all of the pains of your market. What are the people wanting? What is it that is painful for them? And then in column 2, I put down their struggles. What are they struggling with? First of all, what is the pain? And then what are they struggling with? And then on column 3, you want to list their desired outcomes. What is it that if it was perfect in that niche, what is it that they would want? What is the ultimate goal that they would want? And so you list all of these things. And I had probably, in the first 2 columns, I probably had 50 different things that I had listed for my market. And so that was lists 1 and 2, or columns 1 and 2. Number 3 is the desired outcomes. And number 4, you want to list all of basically the lingo, the words, the wordings that they use. Every market has words that they use, and basically lingo that they use. And then you basically have a whole list. Once you've got that filled out, you have a whole list of things you can talk about. So you should never have to wonder, what am I going to talk about next in my next Facebook Live, or in my next live that I do on a different social media channel, or wherever it is. You have content there to talk about, because that is you have the pains and struggles of your market. And the easiest way to connect to them is to talk about the solutions of those pains and struggles. Okay. You want to offer the solutions to those pains and struggles so they can get to their desired outcomes. Okay. And of course, the headline to your lives, to your posts, whatever, your content that you put out there is basically how to do something in your niche, how to pick from column 1 from column 2, and that is the title of your content. So if I knew how to share my desktop, I would go ahead and share the desktop so you can see what my chart looked like. But I don't know that I can do that from the platform that I'm using right now. So I apologize for that. If you would like a copy of this target market sheet, determining your target market sheet, please send me a message and I will send it right over to you. So sorry about trying to figure out my own notes. That's ridiculous. But anyway, I hope you got the value of determining your market before you get started or before you go any further. Don't just randomly throw stuff up on social media and hoping that it'll stick. If you really want to hone in on who your market is and powerfully connect with them, then follow this process because it will get you there much quicker. So that's what I've got for you today. I hope that you got some value out of it. Tell me what was valuable in the comments, and we will see you all on my next live. Have a great one.